Originally a participant in the open mic nights at the Creekside Theatre, Jennifer Boal has since assumed leadership of open mic at the Lake Country Coffee House. She founded the Open Mic Has Talent competition, which gives local singer-songwriters an opportunity to perform. Jennifer discusses the importance of community support and involvement in the success of these projects. She also discusses the importance of her providing artistic opportunities to young people and of a safe environment for them to experiment with their creativity without fear of failure. In this interview, Jennifer demonstrates her passion for music and for connecting people through the arts.
I started singing with a friend of mine, doing some ABBA tribute kind of parties. And after that, just started going to some of the open mics that were held at the Creekside. And once my confidence grew a little bit, I started going to some songwriting workshops. And from there, it just kind of spread into lots of different avenues. My brother, I think, is such a great poet. And I kept reading all of his poems and thinking how much I wanted to share his words. So I tried to teach myself the guitar with a little success, but I have a long way to go. But I enjoy putting his words to music, and then that kind of inspired me to start my own. I find for me the music comes first. I hear a tune and I try to figure that out on my guitar, and then the words start coming after that. I tend to have very kind of real heart-themed type of music, so I'm into telling a story and having that emotional impact of a story. That for me is the best result. When I see a crowd that actually connects to my song, it makes me feel really good. There was a couple running it, an older couple running it at the Creekside Theatre. They moved away to Alberta and no one took over the open mic, and I had really enjoyed my experiences there. So I asked Horse Jasmine, who runs the theatre, if I could try it out. And we did the open mic for about a year there with kind of mixed success. We found it was really hard to fill all those seats, and the musicians were kind of fading off in terms of getting them out every Sunday at the time. So I asked, at the time it was Jackie Sproul at the coffee house, if we could try it out there, and she was very welcoming and let us try it. So every year I just try to come up with some new ideas to sort of promote it and grow it, and the Lake Country Open Mic Has Talent competition has really done that for me. The competition itself is fantastic in so many ways, because not only do you get the feedback from the judges who have great musical backgrounds, but you also get the exposure to many different events. So I myself book for the open air performances that are held here in Lake Country, as well as ArtWalk. So many of those performers I see at the open mic, I end up booking for those events. Ryan Don is one of our judges this year, and he's through Parks Alive, Festivals Kelowna. So he was with us, Festivals Kelowna, I should say, was with us last year as well. But this year it's great for all the performers, because now they have Ryan watching out for them and seeing, you know, if he might want to book them for his events. So for me, it's like a no-lose situation. Even if you don't win the competition, you've got a lot more exposure than you might have had before. As well, the media coverage has been great. Our local reporters, including Kelowna, has been so supportive of making sure the information gets out. So it's been a great success this year. We're really enjoying it. The singer-songwriters also have that opportunity to win some recording studio time, and that is a lot of money when you're trying to lay out for a song. So it's supporting our local DMA studios, which is Dan Marcelino. He's here in Lake Country. I was trying to reach for something to grow. I felt like it was stagnant, although really enjoyable, but just not changing very much. I liked the fact that this one would be singer-songwriters, and that they would it would be a simple type of instrument and vocal type of performance, which it's always been one of my favorites to have that. I would love the competition to keep growing. With the open mic itself, I would just like to sort of continue it on. It's the first Wednesday of every month, and people just show up and try out their songs, and they have a warm, welcoming environment, and they get lots of feedback knowing if their song went over really well or if there's something they want to work on. So I'd like to just continue that as it is. I feel that it's a great relationship because the venue itself is beautiful. It's very small and comforting, and the actual rustic nature of that place is just, I think, very welcoming. And with the art gallery next door, it's also a welcoming environment. They always say, come on in, and they go sit and have a coffee in there while they're looking at things and listening. So I think it's a nice little relationship. I feel like this community has given me such support, and I've had so many events just from word of mouth, and the support that goes from musician to musician. I am normally a solo songwriter, so I prefer to kind of plunk it out myself. But I've had the great experience working with Chris Schrieck here in town, and he has helped me in so many ways with the songwriting aspects that I never really thought about before. As well, there's workshops that I went to with Bill Henderson that he held, and those kind of events just really waken you up to new kind of trial and error situations with your songs. The collaboration process I love. I have a band myself, and the bass player likes to write his own songs as well. So when we get together, even though we're practicing perhaps some cover songs, it's just that creativity spark happens, and you kind of listen to each other and go, oh, that sounds neat. So it can be really collaborative. I tend to do mainly solo, but I've had that experience with others, and it is enjoyable as well. I really take pride in the fact that we've had some people show up for open mic that have never done anything in public before, and they've come out because they've heard that it is a safe environment, that they're not going to get that horrible boo that you hear about, or they will get some feedback that will be helpful to them, not just critical. So I've had people in the past that have come, and they've been so scared to get up in front of those people and use the microphone, and they're now singing at various little events and things. They've come a long way. They've tried their own songwriting where perhaps they've never had before. So there's been so many little success stories to me that it fills me with pride. I love opening the doors for people. I feel that opening that door for someone, you never know where it's going to lead them. So you've given them this gift of a new experience. And that to me is the best part of all of this. I love that part. I think it sounds corny, but I think music brings people together. I really do. Used to do, I'm always walking, have